Это финальный матч сезона, где лучшая атака мира будет играть против лучшей защиты мира. Кто победит? Сможет ли ПСЖ выиграть второй раз подряд, впервые со времен трехкратного чемпионства Реала? Или Арсенал проведет исторический сезон и сделает дубль, выиграв свой первый кубок чемпионов? Только две команды из Англии выигрывали и Премьер-лигу, и Лигу чемпионов за один сезон. Сити с Пепом и Юнайтед с Фергюсоном. Это одна игра в финале, может случиться все что угодно. Мы все знаем, что ПСЖ фаворит, но не явный. Я бы разделил шансы так: ПСЖ 55% и Арсенал 45%. У ПСЖ есть некоторые опасения по поводу травм Хакими, Дембеля и Мендеса. Но у меня есть предчувствие, что они все будут готовы к финалу. Будут ли они в игровой форме? Я уверен, что ПСЖ проведет закрытый товарищеский матч для этого. У Арсенала Бен Уайт выбыл до конца сезона. Журьен Тимбер под вопросом. Но есть надежда, что он вернется к финалу, а Микель Мерино сегодня вернулся к тренировкам. Самая большая проблема для Арсенала будет на позиции правого защитника, так как Уайт и Тимбер оба травмированы. Москера, скорее всего, сыграет там. Кварацхелия просто разорвет оборону, если Артета не придумает план, как его остановить. Он самый опасный игрок ПСЖ, особенно в контратаках. Артете сначала нужно будет придумать, как помешать ПСЖ играть в свою игру, остановить постоянную ротацию игроков, влияющую на оборону Арсенала. С их физической мощью они могут это сделать. Вопрос только в том, смогут ли они продержаться до конца. Для ПСЖ проблемой будет физическая игра Арсенала и стандарты. Бавария создала много моментов со стандартов. Если Арсенал сможет этим воспользоваться, у ПСЖ будут проблемы. И как в ответном матче прошлого года на Парк де Пренс. Первые 20 минут Арсенал просто душил ПСЖ. И если бы Донарума не сделал те сейвы, Арсенал мог бы легко выйти вперед. Мне очень интересно, планирует ли Арсенал начать финал так же. Многие думают, что ПСЖ легко выиграет. Я так не думаю, это будет напряженный финал. Арсенал играет на тонких границах, и здесь будет то же самое. Если они проиграют, то с разницей в один мяч. После того, как Арсенал взял титул в Премьер-лиге, уверенность будет на высоте, давление спадет. ПСЖ нужен Кубок чемпионов, и они будут под большим давлением. Спросите их болельщиков. Они не очень довольны своим сезоном в Лиге 1. Мой прогноз. ПСЖ 1-1 Арсенал. Арсенал выиграет по пенальти и поднимет свой первый трофей Лиги чемпионов. Дайте знать, что вы думаете, а пока посмотрим прогноз.
Been a fantastic stand-in for Paris Saint-Germain this season. Odegaard from range, who was dipping in front of Safanov. Hard to judge the trajectory of this, but he done very well. Gets one away as Kvaratskhelia was closing him down. Rice. Gyökeres, very positive from Arsenal so far, and Rice wells his strike wide. That's his second attempt at Paris's goal. And Gyökeres, Arsenal keep coming. Zubamondi clips the crossbar. Oh my word, it's been a first half of let off so far. Trossard carries on. Shut down by Safanov again. That's for the third time the Russian has bailed the Parisians out of danger. Hakimi, it's been a quiet first half for him. Doué looking for Dembele. Not sure how much Gabriel knew about that one. Right, it's to Trossard, back from the Belgian. Nkapie. Slams on the brakes, cross comes in, it's Gyökeres at the far post! Safanov anticipated it, and once again has spared Paris their blushes. The champions are being outplayed by an Arsenal side determined to make a statement. Gyökeres. Saka played through nicely first time to Martin Odegaard. Marquinhos can't keep up, and Safanov shuts him down. Did Odegaard take too long to pull the trigger? As it ricochets off the quick-thinking knees of the Russian. Arteta has his men aroused. Paris Saint-Germain haven't even had a shot on target yet. Zubimendi. Nkapie. Nodded on by Gyökeres, and Saka can follow up. But that was an outstanding block by Fabian Ruiz. He leaps about 5 yards to put a foot stomp on Saka's shot on goal. Dembele. And here's Ruiz. Back to Dembele. Dembele takes a deflection. It's all about the millimeters. If it wasn't for Gabriel's transplant, that could have skidded off his skull and been goal bound. We are overplaying stoppage time here. It's a Paris corner. Pacho knocks it down towards Saliba, and it's going to be half-time. It's actually quite the accomplishment, but this has remained 0-0. Incredible performance from the Gunners at half-time. It's Paris Saint-Germain 0, Arsenal 0. We are back for the second half of the Champions League final. Can Paris Saint-Germain get out first gear, or can Arsenal find that haymaker they've been searching for in the first half? Trossard nearly getting Arsenal off to a flyer. He leaned back a little too much. Easy save for Safanov. Here's Mendes weaving away through the Arsenal defence. Fabian Ruiz! Well, he gave his countryman Raya something to be concerned about, but once again, Paris failing to find the target. Here's Declan Rice! Bent it wide, and no player has had more attempts on goal in this final than Declan Rice. Arsenal are growing in confidence. Pacho gives it away to Rice. Martinelli, Gyökeres. Well, maintains his cool as Fabian Ruiz nearly brings him down. It's over the top to Saka. Mendes closes him down. Saka curls one in. The star boy from Ealing, the boy who has carried this club on his back for years, has put Arsenal ahead in the Champions League final. Arteta is off his seat, and the red half of Budapest has erupted. While Marquinhos held off thinking Mendes was going to deal with this. Boy, was he wrong. Vitinha to Mendes. Play down the line to Mendes, shut down at the near post. Vitinha. Desiree Doué. Dembele swarmed by red shirts. Doué gets the shot blocked. Vitinha. Jean Neves. Here's Doué. Nice footwork, finds Dembele in the area, and it's Barcola at the far post. Bradley Barcola, the substitute, a super one at that. Has spared some embarrassment for Paris Saint-Germain. They are a shadow of their 2025 selves in that Champions League final. Arsenal are doing to them what Paris did to Inter Milan. Only the scoreline is different. Ousmane Dembele picking out an impossible pass, and Barcola with the subtlest of clippings past David Raya, who has been otherwise indestructible this season. As this goal lifted Paris, the advantage is always with the equalisers. Now Barcola comes through. Can he get a second? Hits the post. What a story this is turning into. Bradley Barcola off the bench, giving Arsenal a frightening case of deja vu, as the French would say. Barcelona started lifting 20 years ago in Paris. Gyökeres, square to Saka, can't reach it. Are those legs getting heavy? Martinelli, here's Rice. Odegaard, Gyökeres! Brilliant build-up from Arsenal. They've still got gunpowder in the cannon yet. Dembele. Lee Kang-in threads it back through to Dembele. Hasn't got his shooting boots on tonight, has he? Unable to find the target. It's only his second attempt on goal. 90 minutes played, we will head into extra time in the 2026 Champions League final. Play spread to Saka. Here's Eza. Now Ben White over the top. Eberici Eza. Good touch. Laid off to Martinelli. There's the goal. Arsenal take the lead. 2 minutes into extra time. And it's the Brazilian babe once again, Gabriele Martinelli, coming off the bench, changing the cosmos in the Puskas Arena in Budapest. The champions are trailing once again. Well, nice turn from Saka, nice flick from Gyökeres, and Eza whirls it wide. Has a fantastic hit ratio from that kind of area. Crossed in by Malulu. Barcola at the far post. Oh, and Bradley Boy has done it again. He's put 2 past Arsenal. And with 20 minutes to spare, it's all square. A piercing cross that bamboozled everyone. It's Barcola who met it in the middle. Well, it rained goals in normal time. Now it's pouring them in extra. Dembele strikes the wall. There, Emery. What are his options? Goes for a goal! And a splendid one-hand save by David Raya. Has to take something out of this world to beat him, and if that doesn't stand a chance, then what hope do you have? Corner to Paris. Barkla can't find it, and it was hit by Lee Kang-in. Then White down the line to Madueke. Cuts inside. Madueke, still Madueke! Booted away by Safanov. Martinelli keeps it alive. Threaded through to Calafiori. On the ricochet, Calafiori has it shut down by the Russian once again. Arsenal agonisingly close to stealing a late winner. Well, does Safanov deserve his flowers now? Corner for Arsenal. Chokerez knocks it on. A beheading nearly took place. Here's Eza. Madueke plays it back, and this time it was Saliba. Chokerez give and go to Rice. Played up wide to Madueke. Turns and running at goal. Madueke from range, and it's a good stretch from Safanov. It's what every fan of both sides fear: the lottery of a penalty shootout in a Champions League final, the first one in 10 years. 2016 was the last time we saw one with the Madrid derby in Milan. Paris Saint-Germain will take the first kick against a David Raya in the form of his life. Bradley Barkla, the man who scored both goals to get the Parisians to this point, has it saved by David Raya. Well, all good tales must come to an end, and his one ends here. Victor Gyökeres steps up against Safanov. Unable to beat him in normal time, can Gyökeres do it here from the spot? Gyökeres saved, same direction. 0-0 so far. Mbaye steps up against Haraya. Mbaye, that's a poor penalty. Eza. Can he be the first one to score in a shootout? And that's clutched as well. The first 4 penalties missed. Surely Dembele can convert. Straight at Raya. What was he thinking? It's becoming a little strange here. Martinelli has it saved as well. I've never seen this. Lee Kang-in. Unsurprisingly, this is getting very strange. I can't remember the last time I saw a penalty shootout with no goal converted in 4 attempts, and it's taken Noni Madueke to do so. And Hakimi has to score to prevent a humiliating exit. Oh, and he's just squeezed it past Riot. Now if Declan Rice scores this, this will be the end of the most bizarre penalty shootout in Champions League final history. Oh, he's had it saved. Safanov takes us to sudden death. The 2 best teams in Europe unable to put more than 3 past the penalty spot. It's a long run-up from Vitinha, and that one backfired. No Zubimendi. Can he put Arsenal into the record books? Zubimendi! Drilled into the top corner. And Arsenal have finally put an end to 20 years of waiting, 20 years of heartbreak. A generation of supporters who have dreamed of this moment. And tonight, in Budapest, Mikel Arteta's Arsenal have done the double. Arsenal's Champions League odyssey has come to an end. A fairy tale end. Mikel Arteta, who came here as a player, never got his moment in the sun, has built this club back up from the ground up, brick by brick, season by painful season. On his knees on the turf of the Puskás Arena, and cannot stop the tears streaming down his face. His mentor, Luis Enrique, the inspiration, the man who shaped Arteta's football education. walks across the pitch and pulls him into an embrace, paying those respects. The two Spaniards, the two winners in back-to-back seasons. Arsenal are the champions of Europe.